If you're a C-level executive, let's be honest, the choice you're facing today is pretty binary. It's not about outpacing the competition anymore, is it? It's about survival. So let's dive right into the executive playbook for winning in a world that, frankly, isn't going to wait for you.
This quote, it just hits the nail on the head. Because the single greatest threat to your organization isn't a new competitor, it's your own past success. That's the psychological trap. Believing that last year's winning formula is going to protect you this year, that's not just optimistic, it's fatal.
Now, what's really important is where this playbook actually comes from. The author, Itai, isn't some academic theorist. He's a practitioner, constantly flying between boardrooms in Asia, Europe, and the Americas. He literally wrote these chapters at 30,000 feet. So this isn't theory, it's a field report, straight from the front lines of corporate change.
Okay, let's talk about the new reality of speed. Because if you're still working from a 5-year plan, I've got bad news. You're not just behind, you're playing a completely different game. The pace of disruption has made traditional planning totally irrelevant.
Just look at this. Really let it sink in. The telephone took 75 years to reach 50 million people. ChatGPT, it reached double that number, 100 million, in just 60 days. 75 years versus 2 months. How on earth do you build a strategy for that? This isn't just acceleration, folks. It's a complete phase shift.
So here's the bottom line. This exponential pace, it's the new normal. It's fueled by the network effect, and it's not going away. We've gone from 6 degrees of separation to basically 0. When a new technology drops, it spreads everywhere, all at once. Survival now operates in weekly sprints, not yearly marathons.
So if the threat is this incredible speed, what's the strategic response? Well, this playbook argues for a very specific, very tactical solution. It's time to completely redefine what innovation actually means inside the boardroom.
In this playbook, innovation is not a brainstorming session with sticky notes. Let's be very clear. It is the practical, hands-on implementation of generative AI and AI agents. It's not a department. It is the new operating system your entire business has to run on just to compete.
And we have to be crystal clear about this distinction. Giving your team an AI tool to boost productivity, that's one thing. That's an enhancement. But real innovation, the kind that guarantees you survive, is about using AI to fundamentally re-architect your business from the ground up. One is an upgrade, the other is a revolution.
Now, this might sound a bit theoretical, but there's actually a proven historical model for how to do this. It's a blueprint for combining the power of a major corporation with the agility of a startup, and it comes from one of the most successful acquisitions in history.
Back in 2005, Google could see that mobile was the future, so they bought a little startup called Android for about $50 million. Sure, that was a historic bargain, but honestly, the price tag is a distraction. The real genius was in what Google did after the ink was dry. Let's break down the formula. Step 1, they acquired strategically. Step 2, and this is the absolute key, they protected Android's agility. They didn't just absorb it into their own slow-moving bureaucracy. And step 3, they amplified its power with their massive resources. Corporate power plus startup agility. That's the model.
So the critical takeaway for every single leader watching this is pretty simple. When you acquire or partner with a nimble AI startup, your most important job is not to manage them. It's to build a firewall around them. You have to protect their speed from your own company's immune system, the very processes that made you successful but will suffocate them.
We've covered the threat, we've redefined the solution, and we've looked at a proven model. So now, how do you actually build this into concrete action? How do you move from just understanding this playbook to actually implementing it?
Here are 3 immediate tactical steps you can take. First, subscribe to the Itai LinkedIn newsletter for deep dives into each chapter. Second, follow his YouTube channel for visual breakdowns of the data and case studies. And third, if you recognize your organization is at risk, book a strategic consultation to build your own tailored AI implementation plan.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this. In this new era, there is no middle ground. You're either actively building the future or you're becoming a relic of the past. Innovation or elimination. The choice and the responsibility is yours.